Alright guys, I'm going to do a little walk around on this bike I rode home from work. It is a 2019 Indian FTR 1200. These are pretty fun little bikes. It's not really my typical style bike I would ride, but pretty cool bike nonetheless. Of course, it's a V-twin engine. It's 1203 cc's. Got 12.5 to 1 compression ratio, 6-speed transmission. It's got a 525 chain on it. Of course, it's liquid cooled. Let's see. It does have pro taper handlebars on it, which I thought was really cool from the factory. Pro tapers. It's got fully adjustable front and rear suspension. Now that's on the 1200S. The regular FTR 1200 does not have adjustable suspension, so that's on the 1200S. Of course, it's got aluminum wheels, Dunlop tires, Brembo brakes with dual rotors on the front. It's got a wheelbase of 60 inches. Got 33.1 inch seat height, 3.4 gallon tank, and it weighs 489 pounds dry, so might as well say 500 pounds. MSRP on these bikes new on a 19 would have been $14,999. So this one's got 500 and some miles on it. It's like new. I think we've got 13 on it at the shop if anybody's looking for an Indian FTR. Of course, it's got ABS, all that good stuff. So it's got 3 different modes. It's got a standard mode, a rain mode, and a sport mode. And it also has a track selection on it. Not exactly sure what the difference is, but you can turn track mode on with sport mode. And then, of course, you can turn your ABS off and your traction control and all that good stuff off. It is a torque monster and loves to pop the front wheel up. Pretty wicked as far as that goes. So, but anyway, let's get some riding video on this. Alright guys, we're on the Indian FTR 1200. Do a little ride along here, let y'all see how this thing does. It is 120 horse, by the way, in case I didn't say that a while ago. Very snappy. Between this and the street glide. Now, really, a guy needs 2 or 3 bikes. Unfortunately, my budget doesn't really fit along with that. So, but it does work pretty good for me. I do get to ride store bikes quite a bit, pretty much whenever I want to. So. And this thing needed to be rode some, so I decided I was going to ride it home for the weekend, make a video on it. So, hope y'all like the video. It's definitely something different that I'm not used to riding. So, this thing's suspension is very plush. It's very comfortable as far as suspension goes. The seat can be a little harsh after a pretty good ride. I live about 40 minutes from work, so by the end of that I was ready to get home. But it's not unbearable. I've rode a lot worse. So it handles pretty well. It's not as aggressive in turns as, you know, most sport bikes are crotch rockets, which it's not intended to be. But it does good for what it is. Right now we've got it in sport mode. We're going to put it in sport track mode with the ABS and traction control still on. I've played with it some without the traction control. I can't tell a huge difference because once this tire gets warm, it's hooking up, it's pulling the front wheel regardless. So, I mean, I know you can make it spin if you want to, but I haven't really wanted to do that so far. So. You can flip and change the tacks. You can access everything on this little panel right here. Do any kind of mode adjustments or anything like that. It's pretty handy to be able to do it on the fly. Of course, always be safe about doing any of that stuff. This little bridge down here, it's pretty cool. Good picture opportunity. I probably won't stop and take one today, but somebody left them a one-wheel peel there. For a comfortable ride. It almost gives us a dirt bike feel, like a dirt track bike, so I really like that. That's a nice touch. Indian kind of markets this machine as a wheelie, you know, a wheelie rider, and that's because it is. I mean, just on command, you know, it pops the front end up. I've never been good at riding wheelies, so that ain't me. I mean, it's cool that it does, but I can't ride one, so that's why all you'll see me doing is popping one. So. But the people that stunt ride, they would have a field day with this thing. They would love it. Alright guys, figured we'd take take a spin on it at night, see how the headlights do. I'm actually pretty impressed with the low beam and the high beam. Indian put a really good light on this machine. Works really well. The brakes perform killer on this thing. They work great. Of course, they're Brembos, so they ought to do pretty good. So overall, I'm really liking this machine. It's really impressed me. It's really fun.